In today's video, Regina comes forward to discuss her experience with Kai that could land Kai in very serious legal trouble. Plus, I'll discuss Onision's latest reactions to Chris Hansen's series. Those stories coming up now. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. If you're a return subscriber, I really do appreciate your continued support. If you're new here and you enjoy these types of videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Everyone give this video a big thumbs up, click on that notification bell and select it to all. That way you'll be notified when I upload my next video. Before we get started, and as always, I do need to remind you guys that I am a drama commentary channel. I have opinions and I speak them freely. Opinions are not facts, they never have been facts, and they never will be facts. I do need to also let you know that all the information in this video is purely alleged. I cannot prove nor deny anything. Again, all the information in this video is alleged. I also want to let you guys know that this video may be very triggering for some, so if you are sensitive to certain topics, please click off now. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive in. Since I started covering the allegations of child grooming against YouTuber Onision, also known as Gregory or James Jackson, I've spent most of my time discussing what he's been accused of doing and how he's responded. Occasionally, I discussed Kai Jackson, but not nearly enough, but that changes today. Chris Hansen recently interviewed a woman by the name of Regina, and she retold her past history with Kai Jackson, and I feel it's time to shift the spotlight for a bit from the allegations against Onision to the very serious allegations against Kai by several women. Before I dive into the allegations made against Kai, I'd like to quickly discuss Kai's past. Kai, also known as Taylor Anderson, was born in October of 1994 in New Mexico. Taylor became an avid fan of Onision after seeing him kiss Shane Dawson in a 2011 YouTube video. After Onision broke up with Shiloh, he took to Twitter and said, "Soulmate, where are you?" To which Taylor responded, "Here." This caught Onision's attention and the two of them began to chat frequently. They began to date long distance in secret for fear of backlash. Taylor was 17 and Onision was 26. While dating, Onision gave Taylor a new nickname, Lainey. Lainey started a new Twitter account with the Twitter handle LaineyBot. After dating for a month, Onision proposed to Lainey over Skype even though they had never met in person. Onision moved to New Mexico to be with now Lainey while Lainey finished high school. According to Lainey, their engagement wasn't well received with family. Lainey's father did not approve of their relationship due to Onision being 26 and Lainey only 17. Despite that, Lainey and Onision were married in secret in New Mexico in November of 2012, just 1 month after Lainey turned 18, making their marriage legal. After they were married, they moved to Washington. In 2013, Lainey gave birth to their first child. In 2015, Lainey started a YouTube channel and she came out as bi. In 2016, Lainey gave birth to their second child, and in 2019, Lainey came out as transgender and now goes by the name of Kai Jackson. Now that we know a bit more about Kai, let's jump into the allegations. Like Onision, Kai has been accused of child grooming underage girls for quite some time. Now enter Regina. Regina did an interview with Chris Hansen discussing how she became involved with Kai and how it rapidly transitioned from innocent friendship to inappropriate in a short amount of time. According to Regina, she found Onision's YouTube channel when she was only 12 years old. She was struggling mentally at the time and came across one of his videos that she could relate to. Onision had once struggled as she struggled, so she felt like he related to her situation. Regina was the first to reach out to Kai through Instagram. At the time, Regina was 15 and Kai was 19. The conversation started out discussing their personal lives, but after a few months, things started shifting to more adult-themed conversations. Kai would say things like, "You're sexy," or "That's hot." At the time, 15-year-old Regina enjoyed all the attention, not understanding how inappropriate it was. When looking back on the situation now, Regina has no doubt in her mind that Kai was grooming her. On one occasion, Kai Skyped with Regina topless. She was still 15 years old at the time. Regina wasn't expecting to see Kai without a shirt on or undergarment and was shocked. She said that she did her best not to acknowledge the awkward situation and continued on with the conversation like normal. Kai was very well aware that Regina was 15 at the time but didn't care. There is also evidence of Kai and Regina having inappropriate conversations when Regina was 16 years old. Here are a few screenshots that Regina shared of some of those conversations. Here's what Kai tweeted. "Regina, our hot Skype sesh was grand. Regina, I just took a cute AF Snapchat of you." Regina also posted this conversation. She said, okay, I'm going to take you out on a date. And then Kai said, where? And then Regina said, I don't know. I'll just kidnap you and put you in my trunk or something. And then Kai said, sounds romantic. And then Regina said, we can eat day-old burritos on the side of the road. Dream date night. And then Kai said, stop teasing me. Regina also posted this tweet following that conversation. She said, by the way, for reference, because I forgot myself to be honest, this convo was the month after I turned 16. When Regina was 16, Kai would ask for provocative photos of Regina, and at the time she was okay with sending them to Kai because she wanted her to like her. Regina, Sarah, and Kai would often send highly inappropriate photos to each other. In one instance, Regina said that she took photos of herself sitting on a mirror and sent them to Kai. Kai did the same. Kai would respond by sending kissy emojis, heart emojis, and saying things like hot or babe. Kai would also send inappropriate photos back to Regina and Sarah, but they were generally less graphic in nature. In one instance, Kai even admitted to sending inappropriate photos to Regina. She tweeted, in other news, I'm totes sending Regina blank right now. At the time, Regina was 17. Regina confirmed this by tweeting, you're correct, and my dumb butt sent him back. Someone asked Regina a question on Twitter. They said, wait, so Kai has exchanged blank with multiple minors? And then Regina said, yep. And the other person said, effing man, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. It's not your fault at all. Kai should have known better. And then Regina said, thank you. I didn't know better. Regina was hoping to have an actual relationship with Kai, but Kai would play off what they were doing as friend banter, like it was somehow normal for friends to send photos of themselves in LaBeouf. But apparently, it just being banter didn't last for long. In 2014, Kai tweeted the following tweet, dating Regina, now it's official, October 29th, 2014. Luckily for Regina, they never met in person because her mother wouldn't allow it, and a physically intimate relationship never formed. Regina said had she been allowed to go, she was certain that her and Kai would have engaged in adult activities even though she was still a minor at the time. Chris Hansen asked Regina how long this had gone on with Kai, and she said until she was 17, nearly 18. Regina tweeted some tweets and conversations that she had with Kai while she was still 17 or 18 years old. Kai tweeted to Regina, come get this good. She also tweeted to Sarah and Regina, yeah, I have a meal for you. Regina tweeted, hi Kai, and then posted this conversation. Kai said, I think you're stunning and kind and fascinating, and I think about you often. And then Regina said, I love you. And then Kai said, I love you. And then Regina said, mucho, sigh, longing for you to be honest. And then Kai said, ditto, baby. Kai wrote, I have to edit tonight, and I don't wanna. And then Regina said, sleep with me. And then Kai said, in both meanings of the term, yes. And then Regina said, LMAO, perfect. But those conversations weren't going to last much longer. Regina told Chris that the closer she got to 18, the less interested Kai seemed to be in her. Instead of being in a relationship with Regina, Kai decided to date Billy instead, even though Kai had already officially asked out Regina at 17, as we saw before. Chris Hansen asked Regina if Onision was ever a part of any of this, and she surprisingly said no. Regina said that Kai told her that Onision, although he wouldn't be a part of the relationship, was completely cool with Kai being in a relationship with an underage Regina. Now, there is this interesting conspiracy theory going around that Onision could have been pretending to be Kai when they were only messaging back and forth. Obviously, when Kai was Skyping and video chatting, Onision was not involved because I feel that Regina would have said so if he was. I could, however, see the possibility that Onision was the one asking Regina and Sarah to send inappropriate photos, but I personally believe that Kai was indeed the one requesting the images for at least the majority of the time. I do also believe that Kai showed those images of Regina and Sarah to Onision, but of course that's just my opinion, my conspiracy theory, not fact. The friendship between Kai and Regina officially ended only 2 months ago. Regina said she got creeped out when she heard what had happened to her best friend Sarah at the hands of both Onision and Kai. Regina wrote a message to Kai and then blocked Kai shortly after. Regina took to Twitter to say the following, and she also posted the message. I didn't want to post this because I was vulnerable while I typed it last month. I was sad, confused, upset. Not anymore. F you, Kai and Onision. F you, you're a joke, your life is a effing joke, and I won't stop until I can be sure this will never happen to another young person ever again. What example are you trying to show your viewers, the future generation? You both are disgusting and despicable human beings. I am nauseated thinking I ever looked up to you both. This is the end of your career. Time's up. B. And here is the message she sent to Kai. Kai, I tried for so long to be close with you again, and it never worked out. And then I don't talk to you and you want to be my friend today? Was our friendship ever legit, or was it just for your convenience when you felt the time was right? And Sarah was nothing but undyingly loyal, and you let her get treated like this. Was any of your guys' friendship real? You changed, Kai, and it hurts me desperately to see. And it wasn't for the better. I miss the old you. I can't be associated with someone who thinks treating their friend like you did Sarah is okay. Letting Greg do what he did with you knowing wasn't okay. Your morals are disappearing, Kai. It breaks my heart to see you act this way, and I've been effed up for days about this, and I can't associate with you anymore. I can't support Greg's actions, and I cannot support you supporting him, not stopping him. I needed to be appreciated like a friend would, and Sarah deserves so much better. I loved you. I looked up to you. I'm sorry. Goodbye. One of the truly disturbing things Regina discussed in her interview with Chris Hansen were Onision's forums that she had been a moderator for since she was 15 years old. Doxing and grown men hitting on young children were common in the forums, and Regina claims that Onision and Kai allegedly knew about it and they didn't care. She tweeted the following. As someone who used to chat, mod certain forum sections of the forums, it's always been so effed. So much crap was happening with underage people, doxing, etc. I had someone leak my underage blank on there as well. I was 13 to 14. Someone responded to Regina and said, so you're saying someone posted CP on there? And then Regina said, yes. And then someone said, did it take long for someone to take that down? And then Regina said, it was leaked to 4chan and wasn't taken down for a few days. My number was leaked as well. Regina said she stopped being a moderator in 2012, but she heard that the inappropriate behavior still continued after she was gone. Before Chris Hansen started interviewing the alleged victims of Onision and Kai, these forums were still up, and I have seen them myself. What I found was heartbreaking and disgusting, and it honestly brought me to tears. So many children posting photos of themselves in their unmentionables, asking Onision and Kai to rate their bodies. I will show you several of the screenshots I took before the forum was shut down. The images are extremely censored for the privacy and safety of the girls. I mainly want to show you the ages of the girls that were posting to his forums. As you can see here, Onision's forum has an age limit of 16 plus. 16 plus was considered okay for young girls to post pictures of themselves with their pants down and their shirts pulled up so Kai could give their opinion on their underage bodies. This particular forum was called What Does Lainey Think About Your Body? Absolutely disgusting. Not everyone followed the age limit. If you look at this screenshot here, you can see that this girl is in her bedroom. Look at the floor. There are children's toys on the floor. Toys! Clearly underage, but fortunately this particular young girl was fully clothed. In this screenshot, this underage girl was 17 when she posted an inappropriate picture of her in her undergarments for Kai to rate. And this forum went on and on. Truly horrifying. In this forum called Are Your Blank Actually Too Big? Small, girls were asked to post pictures of their chests so Onision and Kai could tell them if they were too big or too small. In this screenshot, a 15-year-old girl posted a picture of her chest in a swimsuit. And finally, there was a forum called Rate Me from 1 to 10. This one hit me hard, not because of inappropriately dressed teenagers, but because of the sheer age of some of them that posted. This screenshot is of someone who couldn't have been older than 10. This very young girl was looking for approval on her appearance when what she really should be worrying about is playing outside with her friends or watching cartoons. I cried. This screenshot here is of a 14-year-old girl, just a baby, looking for someone to tell her she's beautiful. No adult should be rating the body of all of these underage fans, and the fact that they knew kids were posting to these forums for pervs to easily access these photos is horrifying. The amount of young teenagers under the age of 18 that posted pictures of themselves in their undergarments in sometimes suggestive poses was a ped's playground, and according to Regina, it wasn't an uncommon thing for these children to be hit on by disgusting adult men. And let's not forget that Regina said that these people had access to her leaked underage blank. Highly illegal and very disturbing. When talking with Regina, Chris Hansen mentioned that Kai could possibly be charged with child P, and I would be shocked if Onision couldn't be as well, considering what went on in his forums that he's in charge of. The fact that Kai asked for and received inappropriate photos of Regina and Sarah when they were underage is highly illegal. Even though the age of consent in every state is different, it doesn't include child P, and the federal law considers anyone under the age of 18 a minor. According to federal law, images of child P are not protected under First Amendment rights and are illegal contraband under federal law. United States Code defines child P as any visual depiction of blank explicit conduct involving a minor, someone under the age of 18 years of age. Visual depictions include photographs, videos, digital or computer-generated images indistinguishable from an actual minor, and images created, adapted, or modified but appear to depict an identifiable actual minor. Undeveloped film, undeveloped videotape, and electronically stored data that can be converted into a visual image of child P are also deemed illegal visual depictions under federal law. Notably, the legal definition of blank explicit conduct does not require that an image depict a child engaging in blank activity. A picture of a blank child may constitute illegal child P if it is sufficiently suggestive. Additionally, the age of consent for blank activity in a given state is irrelevant. Any depiction of a minor under 18 years of age engaging in blank explicit conduct is illegal. Federal law prohibits the production, distribution, reception, and possession of an image of child P using or affecting any means or facility of interstate or foreign commerce. Specifically, Section 2251 makes it illegal to persuade, induce, entice, or coerce a minor to engage in blank explicit conduct for purposes of producing visual depictions of that conduct. Any individual who attempts or conspires to commit a child P offense is also subject to prosecution under federal law. The punishment for persuading and enticing a minor is severe. Receiving, sending, possessing, creating, or selling child P is a violation of federal law, and it states that anyone found guilty will face serious fines or jail time. Any violation of federal child P law is a serious crime, and convicted offenders face severe statutory penalties. For example, a first-time offender convicted of producing child P face fines and a statutory minimum of 15 years to 30 years maximum in prison. A first-time offender convicted of transporting child P in interstate or foreign commerce face fines and statutory minimum of 5 years to 20 years maximum in prison. Given what Regina and Sarah have both said about receiving inappropriate photos of Kai, and Regina admitting to sending several photos of herself to Kai after being asked on at least one occasion, I'd say that Regina has a very strong case to go after Kai for sending inappropriate photos to a minor and receiving child P, if she still possesses any evidence, which I hope that she does. Kai has to be pooing themselves right now, or at least crying. As for Onision, I'm not sure if he can be prosecuted for the same child P that Kai can possibly be nailed for. I mean, if Kai shared those photos with Onision, if they stored those photos, if he and Kai shared those photos with anyone, then I believe he could be in the same hot water as Kai. If Onision can't get nailed for the child P regarding the photos of Regina and Sarah, there is a possibility maybe that he can get nailed for those forums of his. In Onision's forums, he asked people to post pictures of themselves so that he and Kai could rate their bodies and discuss whether or not their chests were a good size. Let's not forget that Onision put an age limit of 16 plus on his forums, but the federal law states that anyone under the age of 18 is considered a minor. To be fair, Onision never specifically stated that these people were supposed to be in their unmentionables, but he had to have known that it was going to happen and that a lot of these people were going to be underage. When it was brought to his attention that underage children were posting pictures of themselves in their undergarments, why didn't he remove them? Why did he make his forums 16 plus instead of 18 plus? It doesn't make any sense. When it was brought to his attention that pervs were hitting on underage children in the forums, why didn't he put a stop to it then? It wasn't until Chris Hansen started his series that Onision finally took those forums down. If he's not guilty of anything, then why did he delete it now? Seems suspicious to me. Chris Hansen mentioned in his latest interview that they have very credible sources that claim there is enough credible evidence against both Kai and Onision that they could be connected to child P. It sounds like Chris Hansen and his team are providing the victims with resources to help bring a case against them, and I'm very much looking forward to the day that they are both held accountable for their actions. Chris Hansen stated that he isn't done reporting on this, not by a long shot, and it's clear to me that Onision is starting to feel the heat. In true Onision fashion, when things get tough, he starts acting out in bizarre ways rather than keeping his big fat mouth shut like a normal person. He took to Twitter saying these truly bizarre and immature things about Chris Hansen. It's time for me to finally come forward. I, Onision, had blank relations with Chris Hansen. He and I are madly in love. I call him my little boo bear. Chris Hansen is painfully blank. I'm so glad he got me pregnant. If you ever blank to anyone, please first try Chris Hansen. Oh my god, that man rocks my world. I was shaking and blanking for hours. Yes, there is a huge age gap between me and Chris Hansen, but that just makes it hotter. I love my big strong daddy so much. Honestly, there's a heck of a lot more of these, and they are all equally moronic, and I'm not even going to bother to show them to you guys. Onision also created 2 YouTube videos mocking Chris Hansen by doing fake interviews where Onision claims that they're involved in a physical relationship. It was absolutely ridiculous. Onision also allegedly sent Chris Hansen another off-the-wall email asking for $350,000 yet again to be on his show. He also told Chris he could give him info on people with incriminating evidence against him, meaning Onision. It was all very strange. Kai, on the other hand, has yet to react or respond to anything that's been going on. And now it's time for my 2 cents. Regina was so brave to come forward and discuss her experience with Kai to Chris Hansen. Of all the victims that have come forward so far, I feel that Regina, along with Sarah, have the best chances of going after them with criminal charges and winning. I hope that Chris Hansen and his team's resources can make it happen. As for Kai, I feel that Kai is in a whole lot of trouble. Many believe that Kai is also a victim of Onision, but at this point it is clear to me that even if that was true at one point in time, Kai has clearly moved on from victim to pred. Kai was a grown adult when Regina and Sarah were asked to send provocative photos with or without their undergarments, and Kai was a grown adult when sending the same types of photos back to Regina and Sarah. Kai should have known better. The age of consent in Washington may be 16 for an intimate relationship, but that does not include child P. If it is in fact true that Kai was sent child P from Regina and Sarah, then Kai needs to have charges filed against them, and I honestly feel that Kai should spend some time behind bars as well as be deplatformed from YouTube and all social media, along with Onision if it can be proven that he too is connected to child P. If, however, Kai is innocent, which isn't likely, I believe that Kai needs to come after both Regina and Sarah for slander. Being accused of receiving child P and sending inappropriate photos to a minor, as well as Skyping topless with a minor, is a very serious accusation, and having that hanging above their head for the rest of their life could ruin them forever. Kai could lose the kids and find it hard to find employment outside of the home. As always, I will continue to monitor this situation as it develops and will keep you all posted. I feel like we are finally getting somewhere with the help of Chris Hansen, so hopefully the alleged victims will find justice very soon. If you haven't yet checked out Chris Hansen's interview with Regina, I highly suggest you check it out, and I'll be sure to post it down below. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. I'd like to thank you all so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Remember, if you are new here and you enjoy these types of videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Everyone give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you very shortly on the next one. Bye!